Swopnavumi project started 2 years ago. The principle of my life is not to go to some pristine developed part of the world and enjoy the life there. But I want to go to the most remote and degraded place and work to fix that place.
Every goal is new beginning.
The land I chose was an abandoned steep situated in the remote hilly village, some 20 km far away from Pokhara city in Nepal. Every single structure and about 95% of plants you see inside this farm are built and planted by us. Swopnavumi is an endeavor to inspire and be inspired. We want to be inspired and inspire many others to connect with nature and work with the nature. Working with communities elders to build the first ever cottage in Swopnavumi, learning from them. Being a travel and trekking lover, I have been to many villages inside Nepal, and I realized that most of the so-called remote and backward rural villages has huge potential in tourism. Reviving the ancient oil on the side of the stream which was buried under the ground since a long time and pumping the pure water to the farm. I've been trying to develop this culture of gifting plants on birthdays and encouraging people to plant the gifted saplings on their birthdays. Our prime objective is self-sustainable living. We are so determined to work with nature, and we strongly believe that agro and ecotourism is the future of Nepal and the whole world. We are doing our best every day to turn this once an abundant piece of barren land into a sustainable organic farm and a beautiful homestead. The ultimate goal is to build a self-sustainable community, generate income by working with nature, by making the optimum utilization of available resources, by conserving and preserving all the natural resources and living entities, learn more and spread the knowledge we get from learning, and help many underprivileged people to live a self-sustainable, healthy and prosperous life. This used to be our kitchen. We cooked here for almost first 4 months in Swopnavumi. A community where everyone learn, grow, contribute, do their part, care for each other, care for the earth, make their living working with nature in harmony, in natural environment is near utopia, and that's the exact meaning of Swopnavumi, which means utopia. Feel bad for Ramu to keep him behind chains. We realize that he can't be a pet and he deserves to be wild and free, so we set him free in the jungle. Ramu lived with us for almost 6 months. In order to make this extremely ambitious dream a success, we must generate income. I figured out that fixing, building, expanding, promoting and developing this place is a beautiful permaculture farm and homestead is the only way. Fugazi lived with us for 11 months. For some reasons, we had to send him to the place where he could live more happily and usefully with his mountain friends. Breaking rocks off the cliff to make a space to build guest rooms with the help of experienced grandpa from the village. Building a goat shed, working with communities, skilled elderly people. Creating channels and building bunds to divert the rainwater. If we don't do that, we get into a big trouble. I formed this group called We Plan for Change. Just before a few months, I started Swopnavumi project with an aim to promote plantation. The vision is to plant more and more trees whenever possible and wherever possible, also encouraging and helping people to plant more native productive plant species in their barren abandoned lands. Planting super napier grass in the community where majority of people are landless but still seems very interested to keep livestock. Planting slender weaver bamboos in landslide prone areas during COVID pandemic. Planting wide varieties of fruits, spices, valuable wood species in the leadership of We Plan for Change in a huge plot of barren land owned by Virat Cooperative Organization. Planting ornamental trees like jacaranda, temple juniper and some swopna trees on the bank of beautiful Begnas Lake and also around my hometown and surrounding villages with an aim to promote ecotourism. this land in lease for 10 years, which we have been using for our livestock, pitching tents, and growing vegetables and some perennials. We normally don't put our chickens inside the coop. We set them free to graze whole day, but because of the excessive rain in this rainy season, we had to keep them inside their coop.